Mama, I'm home. That's right, Rus back where they belong, where they began 3 years ago, one and all. Welcome back to the channel, to the Age of Empires 4 action, to High View 2.0, Pigeon's View, the new and improved version. And I've been waiting for this. Back when High View was the meta, back when it was seen everywhere, back when horse archers reigned supreme, Rus was always picked on this map. Finally, they get to return to a new home with nerfed horse archers. Although, the funny part is, with us trying to get High View back into tournament play with a better version, we've chosen the point in the meta where things have become cyclical, right? Because Rus is kind of back to square one, building fast castle and usually horse archers. Curious to see if that's going to play this way, though, because something that wasn't here in 2021 was Myriad on his Malians. That's right, the Canadian might have a bit of a challenge if he's planning to go that atypical horse archer route, considering javelins. Can't have a field day against that. Yeah, looking at the spawns as well. Bloody good one. This is, I don't want to say the full Marineland spawn, but this is pretty solid. Double tree line, nicely kind of set up to protect you. You've got a nice area here, enough for a Fulani. You can easily kind of like short wall the backside, and then you've got the golds forward to kind of create these choke points to play around. So overall, a decent spawn for Myriad. Kind of curious to see what WAM wants to do here. You know, are we going to be looking at that 2TC build that has historically been really nice against the Malians, just to force them to come to you? Are we going to be looking at that fast castle build that's been looking incredibly potent with the, once again, meta Golden Gate? And wow, look at those predictions. 9k points? Come on. You've been stockpiling them up. Now's the time to bank it all. Because I gotta say, guys, I look at the draft, and I do feel like Myriad has a reasonable one if he gets this first game. If he gets this first game, WAM done something crazy. He randomed his final pick, his fourth pick, in a best of 3. Now, you got Japanese situation that could work, but it's not an outrageously top-tier pick. I was a little bit surprised by it. So, WAM, wow, it is looking like a potential fast castle build. It's not locked in, though. Remember, the Golden Gate does still enable a 2TC build. The whole approach, though, is that you walk out and you gather an initial slog of stone. It's not too far off, so you send 5 villagers out, you gather, you get 2 tickets of the Golden Gate, which you get quicker now. Remember, they buffed this from 60 seconds to 50 seconds, and then you double buy to go into the TC. And then, what? You probably drop it on the gold. In fact, considering it's WAM, even more so than any other player, you shove this deer in after dropping a TC here, you're pretty nicely insulated. And realistically, even if a Malian player wants to be aggressive, it's not going to be fast. Instead, Myriad. I get that there's a lot of value here, but I'm a little bit surprised by the Saharan trade network, especially considering that WAM went for the Golden Gate. In fairness, this is a really good defense against horse archer spam and a castle rush. But realistically, you're going to have time to work with. You're going to have pacing, right? So yeah, a little bit surprised. I'm just looking at the map and seeing where we can lean here. If this is a fast castle build, there's a lot of saturation of relics to the north side here. The map spawn is fairly balanced, right? Like a bit closer on the relic for Myriad than it is for WAM, but close enough, right? The follow-up relic is also really good. So if you go for a fast castle build and you just funnel north, you actually have quite a lot of grab there. We also have the multi-hunting cabin, which we know the Canadian bros love. See, they told me they hate stealth forests, but let's be totally real. With the amount of Rus hunting cabin spam they like to do right now, deep down in parts that they don't like to talk about at parties, they want High View. They need High View so they can maximize their Rus potential. 26 gold coming here, another 19 here. And he can shove in the deer, which he's now doing. He can shove them across either the hunting cabin or towards the TC. We have got interception, though. Myriad, aware of the shenanigans, and now WAM in a panic, like, just get them over there. Quick, 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 go, go, go. Even though he's laming the deer, this is still going to be a pretty good shove for WAM. If he keeps moving in, yeah, you see Myriad tries to shove them across the side. And now the scout and scout situation. I mean, if WAM has the second nearby, it doesn't look like he does. Good blocker there by Myriad, just trying to minimize the efficiency of this. In the end, WAM could just set up another hunting cabin like on the edge of the vision here. And it would still gather probably about like 16 to 18 gold while keeping him deer efficient. So not the end of the world for him, but Myriad's going to look to end it. Check this. We've got pro scouts coming in from the Malians. Man, this is such a refreshing take for the Malians. I know I'm saying refreshing, and a while ago we had the nanotech scouts, right? The non-stop pro scouts and mass scouting from Malians that looked OP. But that was a long time ago. The meta has entirely shifted. So although, you know, you could argue these two civs are kind of going back to the basics of a long time ago, that's the cyclical nature of games as they get rebalanced, right? But in the current meta, this is very unorthodox, very different, and that's important. Wham loses the scout, but what he did gain was information there. He saw warrior scouts. This is where alarm bells should be going off for him. He does at least have the TC deep. So second TC onto the deer should at least protect against the pro scouts to a certain extent. This side, he is going to end up losing the food source, though. Yeah, it's just a matter of time. Miro's already licking his lips and shaking his hips. If he waits to the third warrior scout, he can dive and get the kill on the villager, because Wham won't see him. Oh, no, but he makes the mistake of walking in on the hunter cabin, so Wham realistically should just be able to walk off. Wooden Fortress is now coming up. Yeah, this game just got very interesting. So Myriad with this play. Guys, this could be Farimba. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm gonna. This actually could be a Farimba game. Javelineers against horse archers is quite intriguing. I think with the extra movement speed, you can kite well enough that like horse archers don't just counter you out by blobbing. There is also the potential for Freeborn. Freeborn are obnoxiously tanky. I believe it's 165 HP, 5 ranged armor, and in a matchup against like horse archers, sure, horse archers can kite and kill, it just takes so long. Wait, did he snatch from the other TC? He actually did. Oh, that's sick. And also, guys, this is the power of this map on Pigeon's View, just as High View. You can walk around to the Stealth Forest, come out, pick up, leave. And Wham, unlikely to be able to react quick enough to get a kill on a 110 health unit. So there we go. Snatch and grab. And another deer gone. The garrison way too late there from Wham. Really important. You're trying to starve his resources here. He still has 12 sheep to work with. He still has the potency of trading gold for food if he needs to, right? Because gold is going to be accessible. But so far, an impressive start by Myriad. Things are about to get a little bit more ugly, though. Wham has decided he's had enough of this crap. He's got extra scouts coming to try and maintain vision. He's got knights coming to try and intercept. And we do have a duck and run. Myriad's like, okay, I can see where this is going. So he drops the deer. There's no way he tries to rotate for another one. Like, there's nothing grabbable here. I think this is the point where Myriad's gone from cool to trying to be too cute. Wall's also going up, so wow, I'm feeling ambitious on his reach. He does have the time because we can see it's going to be castle. Guys, this is Farimba. But not the old Farimba you're familiar with in Season 8 and before. Remember, Season 9 brought a drastic change. Farimba is no longer about this temperament, this timing of bursting units. It's now about taking a unit type and making it better. Now you're seeing knights, so it makes you wonder, are we just going to be getting Musafadi spam here? The massive Musafadi are pretty strong. Nice buff stats here. Would do well against the knights. Even does well against standard spears at this stage because Wham's locked an age behind. You could even just kind of support it with a few Sofa because you have got the cattle as well as all this deer coming home. And there's plenty of deer left to grab. Oh, he didn't actually scout that. So yeah, just revealed it. He's going to pick all these up. The other deer were at least protected. I mean, in fairness, I'm a little bit surprised Mirai didn't just settle for these. Did he not realize they're there? I mean, they are camo. Depending on how high your settings are, it can be very difficult to see deer sometimes. But I'm a little bit flummoxed that Myriad got too cute with this play. Like, he took away, what was it, 2, maybe 3 deer? He could have taken 5 over here. So instead, wow, we talked about the hunting cam before. He's going to get it up. And Farimba is on the way. My, oh my, the Raxus as well. So it's either Freeborn or it's Musafadi. I would be shocked if we saw anything Muso here. In theory, you could go Freeborn plus Donzos. There's just no reason to. Like, your opponent doesn't have range units. He might, right? Like, it might be that he's going to be going into age 3 with Horse Archers here. But the problem with Farimba is, like, if you have to wait to justify the play, right? It feels completely off. I mean, Javelin is, in fairness, with Poison, could do well against Knights. I haven't seen that matchup so far because we just haven't really seen much of the Farimba. But it is going to be the freeborn. He's just going for the chunky boys. Okay, so really got to dissect this. 165 HP. They're big. They're small. They're scary, man. Even for knights. Remember, knight's going to hit 19 damage with a sword. So that means it takes you 9 hits to kill one freeborn. And oh my god. Get your numbers in. Spam them in chat right now. Go all the way to the moon and beyond because we've got a big jackpot here, High Trade House. All of this stealth forest. You're about to be reminded about why Rus was such a powerful pick on this map. So the scouts are still going to try to bring back the deer. They are able to crack open this time. There's a few more actually being blocked out by Wham. So 18 villagers to build this up, but the freeborn, they're on the way. He's got the +1. This is 6 armor. This is sick for the dive. The walls are going to buy some time, but the other thing that's really important about this infantry bulk, it gives you the torch power. 17 damage per torch. Walls are going up. He's going to pull more villagers. So Wham is reacting appropriately. He will get the full wall in. This is very difficult to do on Season 9. Like, at this stage of the game, pre-15 minutes, having a full wall in like this is rare. Very expensive. But definitely worth it when you play Rus due to the double health. Myriad. Oh, man. He got baited. Yeah, he's running through. He's looking for the rally point. He just comes too late. But hold on. Torch damage. Let's be totally real, guys. It's maybe against a normal wall, this would be threatening. But against this crap, no. It's going to start burning. Needs to be careful about the knights. We do have the upgrades coming through. And, oh, Wham. Wait, no. Dude, he's building freeborn. You're building archers plus crossbow against this. This is not the counter. Villagers are going to try to keep the wall up. I mean, in theory, if you know you can keep the wall alive. But wait, what was that misclick? Wham! He accidentally walks 3 villagers out. Unforced error there. The freeborn. So just to really hammer this home, 12 base damage unit, 7 armor. You do 5 damage. It takes you 33 shots to kill a freeborn. 32 crossbow shots to kill 1 freeborn. Oh, this is incredible. He even has the bloomery tech on the way. I mean, the low base damage, right? You want to scale that up. Worse still is the fact that Wham is building into a counter, right? Like, not only do you not kill them quickly, if they ever break through that wall, they kill you quickly. Better movement speed and bonus damage against ranged. And no, it's not a heavy unit. It used to be classed as a light unit. Devs fixed that because it meant that archers counted freeborn. It is unique. It is simply melee. So, guys, you know what the counter this is? Koka Township, Mashinobi. Wham, he random Japanese. He could have picked the solution to this. And now he must suffer the wrath. Sofa's coming behind this as well. Springles won't work either, by the way. Like, half of your bonus damage goes into the armor, remember? No. Springles suck against this. Springles are what? 15 base range, 10 extra against infantry. So you almost overcome the... Like, you overcome the armor barely by having bonus. And it's 165 health. It would take you 16 shots to kill them. Maybe 15. Flash coming in, though. Wham. Right now, I was looking at this going, what the hell is this strategy? I was told Farimba is trash. Not in this particular game. Myriad now going for relics behind this. We have got a villager on the forward. What was the plan here? More Raxas. He's going to try... I think he's going to try to, like, you know, X the wall, right? So he can't re-wall it. A little bit surprised Myriad's backing up, though. Raids came in, and I guess he got a little bit freaky. Oh, freaked out. Freaky be someone very different in this situation. Ram is at least going to be able to intercept the initial monk, so he knows that Myriad's being greedy. Musafadi are scaling. Good ambush type unit. Surely you go spears here when your opponent's going knights, though. And the high trade house, 219 gold. Show me the money. Whew, 92 trees. Almost 3 relics worth of passive gold. Then we've got the hunting cabin here for 31. This one for 19. You've got one over here for 22. I'm surprised he hasn't just added more as we go ring a roses here. Probably will over time. He even built the hunting cabin on the east side to get an extra 10 gold here on the berries. Really important as well, because when you look at the spawn, The way he's walled off, he only has 1 gold vein. And guys, we're 50 minutes in the game, and he's finally touching it. Power Roost, man. Changes to them. I warned about this, like, you know, it needed to happen, and I'm glad it happened. The bounty system was terrible. The new one wasn't really enough, guys. It was just an adaptation. Your timing isn't as strong in the first 5 minutes, but afterwards it's just much better. And no, the gold doesn't go down. So the way to think of this, just like Meditation, 232, come on. You just got the other tier. But the way to think about this, Meditation Garden, all these type of buildings, is they take a snapshot. When you start building them, when they're built up and they complete, it takes a print of the amount of things in range, and that is its identity then. So even if you eat all this wood later, you don't then lose out on the gold. Wow. He's flowing a lot of resources. I don't know if this just is not sure what to build next. Freeborn count has stopped at 14. Relics are slowly coming home, but it's not quick for Myriad. Only a second one now being pulled. We do have a pit mine being dropped in the center, so the fat stack of gold to be claimed. We also have another relic being claimed. This is a 4-relic game, right? Just needs to grab this one close to base. A little bit annoying to get, especially when the Knights ride in like this. Myriad, slow reaction there. Wait, why are we shivving? Oh my god, Myriad, no! This way lies defeat! What just happened? I think Myriad has got his key bindings fumbled. We had it earlier with the sofa. He was getting randomly pulled back from the Select All army. Something happened here. Something bad. The villagers stand their ground against Knights and die. And despite what looked like it was going to be OP Freeborn, Myriad is now in trouble. He has to send it. There's no coming home, right? Get a second wave to deal with this. Call an ambulance. You're going to need it. But hope that the guy on the other side ends up more battered and bruised for it. Breach the wall. A march in here. But the army... He immediately breaks off. That's it. This game is done. Myriad is so far behind. It's an uphill battle. More of a Skyrim horse climb up a mountain at this stage. 78-38 on military. 84-50 on economy without any Fulani. A cute idea by Myriad. A cool strategy if it would have worked. But no. Rus on Highview. A tale as old as time itself. It's like the prodigal son returning home at this stage for this Civ. And a reminder to everyone as to why they are so bloody good here. Relics being yoinked away. He stacked them on one location. Wham's army about to engage. Sofa's about to die. The backstab attempt held back by a single knight. And I think it's going to be held back long enough. Myriad, the numbers don't lie here. Even though you technically counter these units, counters are soft to a degree, right? There is a mass requirement here to participate. You don't walk up to the high-stakes craps table with 20 bucks in your pocket. And Myriad has pretty much walked up to it in Vegas and asked for a coupon. GG gets called. The Farimba trash continues to be exactly that. Put it back in the recycling can.